My name is Zachary Williams, aka Z-WiLL, and I'm a recording artist. Always been in love with music since I was younger. In elementary school, I would always sing in the choir. In church, I would sing in choir, and that just carried on to, you know, natural day life. I just love to sing. My favorite artist is definitely Bruno. I think he's one of the best artists of this generation, honestly. He could sing, dance, he can play multiple instruments. He's like live in the game. Tracking vocals, I like how when we go back and we look at the vocals that I've done, how when we make sure that there's the dynamics brought out, the emotion, the raw emotion that you can peel out of the vocal, especially when you're going through and like the compressor, not doing too much, not doing too little. It's really cool to go back and just like hear those little nuances. Sometimes the sound of my own voice, sometimes because it has like some e's and ahs sometimes. So it's really good, but at the same time, it helps me become a better singer too at the same time and like break out of those tendencies. Now I'm working on this song called Hands, and it's got like a Motown feel to it, but like new age Motown. And that's kind of one of my favorite sounds. I grew up listening to Motown, so it's a huge inspiration. But at the same time, I love to explore new sounds, and I like to blend the two because I feel like music in its whole is going to be transcendent and it's generational. It lasts forever. So what you want and what I want is that timeless sound. And that's what I'm always searching for. So 1981, it brings, people back to that party time when life was great. It wasn't too stressful like how people are feeling now, perhaps. And it's also that Miami Vice feel with Crockett and Tubbs, and I'm Crockett and Tubbs. I had one of the best times of my life. Honestly, there's nothing like having that feel inside the studio. You can't get this kind of feel from anything else. It's just unmatched. That one's hot.
Let's talk about juice.
Yeah, first and foremost, shout out to Fat Blood. That's my boysies right there. I hope everything's well with you. We got to link up soon. The song Juicy, one of my favorites. Well, it only took me about 1 day to record that, which was pretty insane. And we kind of got the vibe. We were just messing around, listening to like Biggie and other people. And then I was like, damn, it's juicy. And then we just started like going off of that, and that became the hook. And then after that, me and Fat Blood, we got along so great, and his vocals on there like almost matched mine. It was crazy. I feel like the ghost has reappeared. Maybe he's a hologram, I don't know. But he came through live on that mix, and I feel like you can hear his emotion too and what the things that he's been through when he's on there like, let's get it popping like movie night. Like his voice is just like so raw, so gritty. And I think him and I, with our two contrasting sounds, make excellent music together. It really does, especially like when we're talking about maybe even vocals and backing vocals, which just laid down a few moments ago. And sometimes they add that little testy inside of the mix, and you want that tension sometimes because it leads for more buildup, and it also gives like a little bit more expression too at the same time. And I love how they work hand in hand together when one would think that they kind of like oppose each other. Okay, well, first and foremost, the song I'm working on right now, Hands. I'm definitely going to be dropping that soon, so look for that on all platforms. Juicy for sure. That's a straight up clanger right there, my boy Fat Blood. And then also we have 1981 in the works too, 1981 with Willie G. Shout out to my boy Willie G also. He came through on that one. And then I also have another one too. It's called Down For Me. That one's also in the loading block too also. So I have quite a few projects coming out. Yeah, I would love to do maybe even every song a collab because you feed off of the energy and you bounce ideas back and forth, and it's really a great dynamic. Whenever you're doing music, it's not a solo job. Like there's always somebody involved in that process. So you're always going to be working with somebody, so be ready. I mean, and it's always great to get different perspectives on sounds and also get different perspectives on like worldviews too. Lyrics, everything. It all comes into play. And I think when you work well with others, it just increases your palette, so to speak. Yes, I'd say with everything you do, stick with it. Always keep a positive attitude. Meditate. That's something that I definitely do to start off my day. I meditate for at least 10 minutes. You got to get yourself in the right headspace. And it's all about that present moment to feel those feelings presently that you want for the future, if that makes sense. If you dream that you already have it, you're going to get there. Thank you for having me. It was a pleasure being on set with you, and I look forward to doing this in the future.